Hey, this is Simeon, and today we're going to step back into what I call the Historical Instrument Virtual Archive of Realsamples. They have done such a magnificent job in preserving these historical instruments from harpsichords and spinets, and it's so amazing to be able to play these instruments. And today we're going to take a look at a Thomas Hitchcock English spinet that was built in 1718, and I can't wait to show it to you. It's so beautiful, and just kind of play this a little bit. You know, I'm always tempted to hit the sustain pedal on these, but when you look at these instruments, there were no sustain pedals, on these instruments. They were used by, I guess, different ways of plucking the strings or exciting the string, and no sustain pedal. And so, very transient. And in order to sustain it, you had to, just hold the key down until it was. And you know me, I've got what I call sustain pedalitis, so I would hold that down. But the thing is, that is the beauty of this. So we can take this beautiful instrument that was built in 1718 and bring it forward where we can play it, and then also just take it even to more places, which we're going to do. So I'm going to open this up in KONTAKT, and you do need the full version of KONTAKT in order to use this instrument. And so we're going to take a look. It comes as a multi, so you load the multi, and on the top you have the key down, which there are 8 variations. So the thing is, since it's not like velocity sensitive, like other historical instruments like harpsichords, and this spinet is also not velocity sensitive. So every time you hit a key, it's going to kind of excite the string at the same velocity level, but it's not going to excite it in the same way each time. So Realsamples has given us 8 different variations. So each time you press the key down, you're going to get a different variation, up to 8 variations of that sample. And now with the key up, you have 4. And so let's solo that, and I'm going to crank the gain up on this so we can hear what those release samples. And you've got 4 variations of that, because what happens is the key goes down, it comes up and resets. So you hear different little things. They're subtle, but it makes such a difference when you're playing the instrument. So let's just reset this. I'm going to hold Shift. Okay, Control. Hit Control, and that'll reset the volume. So here we go. Let's just kind of play the basic sound again. And listen to how low we can get it. The way the spinet is designed, it's kind of elongated to allow to get some deeper tones. And then we've got this beautiful upper end. Okay, so it ends on this G here. Let's see. playing these, it does challenge and inspire you. Listen to that bass. One cool thing is that the way that the spinet was designed, it was kind of designed like at an angle, so that you could put it kind of up against a wall, but the player could still sit there and kind of have eye contact, if you will, with the audience. And for young ladies that were in society and that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? They would, just kind of play and, kind of keep an eye out for the people in the audience. I thought that was kind of cool. I'm a big Jane Austen fan. I guess the movies, Sense and Sensibility and Emma are some of my favorites. And so when I play these types of instruments, it takes me like back into those times, which I think is kind of fun. So with this instrument, there are only two basic instruments. So this one that I was playing is at 440. So they've tuned it to 440. So the original tuning was 403 hertz, and they called that the Valoti tuning. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and load that different tuning up, and let's take a listen. It always fascinates me to hear the difference. So you can. I've got this in my quick load in the multi section because it does use the multis. So I'm going to just drag the original tuning up, and let's take a listen. I'm going to play C. When you're so used to hearing things at 440 tuned with that standard, you hear something different. It's kind of jarring at first, but you kind of get used to it. So let's see. There we've got that G. Okay, so I got lost there a little bit. It's the character and those overtones that I'm hearing. And it's in that different tuning. It's in that 403 tuning, which I think is kind of cool. One of the things, that I like to do, I love being able to put the instruments through different effects. And because it takes these instruments from 1718 and brings them forward to today. So being in Kontakt and being a virtual instrument, it's not limited to how it was limited in 1718. And that's what I really get excited about, because we can have these historical instruments and take them even further. And the way that Realsamples has captured these, they've captured these with these beautiful ribbon microphones and state-of-the-art analog to digital converters, sampled at 192 and 24-bit, like I guess 192 kilohertz and 24-bit, and then they downsampled it to kind of preserve the quality and kind of maintain the size. But what I love to do is bring these into the DAW and be able to just have some fun playing these effects. So here we go. Let's see what we've got. See what we've got today. So here we go. So I've got this in Cakewalk here, and I've loaded a couple of effects that I like to use. I like to use. I always like to go with the Valhalla effects, like the Shimmer verb and Supermassive. But there was an effect from Arturia, and it was recently free. And sometimes they do those types of things where they'll run, they'll kind of run a promotion. But you can check this out. This is called EFX Refract, and this is kind of like I'm just kind of messing around with some of the presets. But let's go to like one of the presets here and go to a lush broken chord. Just kind of experiment with this. Instantly, it just takes it to another world. We can change the chord to like fifths. That's cool. And then let's see, we can go ahead and just maybe do some distortion as well. So we'll bring this back up so we can see. That sounds pretty cool. So let's go to Destroying Angels. Now let's bring it over to the wet so we can hear more of what the... And having that low end just is right there. Yeah. And they can just take you to crazy places. So like, let's just see what we've got here. Some modulation. Let's do a low, like phaser type of thing. So very crazy effects with Refract. But I love what Shimmer does to these beautiful harpsichords and spinets, these historical instruments here. So this is just Shimmer and just out of the box. So we can take a listen to that. Let's see. I'm going to use this as sustain. Now let's go back to the 440. Let's go back to the 440 tuning here and Just drag and drop that up there, and that'll load the 440 tuning in there. And let's go ahead and play some more with this. Yeah, hear the difference. It's almost like a whole semitone down, or having that nice low end, and then you have the nice, the bright. Yeah, listen how beautiful that is. So one thing Valhalla offers us is the we have the Supermassive. Now, Supermassive is a free effect plugin that you can pick up, and it has some really wonderful effects, like delays. Isn't that cool? The delay here is what kind of keeps it pulsing. If you play on the offbeat, it gets that crazy syncopation. Wow. Well, I hope you've enjoyed taking a fun look again into the Thomas Hitchcock English Spinet, where we not only visit the past, but we enjoy playing a little bit of the future. And this is Simeon reminding you to stay joyful. And I look forward to seeing you next time.